here for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
God save you. Master Huntsman.
There's always something that needs... You're that Scarlet's lad, aren't you? Sir Radzig's lackey.
Sir Radzig is my liege, and I serve him faithfully. But that doesn't make me a lackey.
As you wish. What matters to me is that you're no layabout looking for easy work. I have a job here.
I'm listening.
We've been having terrible problems with poachers lately. In Sir Divish's forests, we've been finding gutted entrails of deer and rabbit nooses all over the place.
And you want me to track down the poachers?
Indeed. Whatever you learn will be...
Do you suspect anyone?
Well, it's hard to say, but seeing how much harm they're causing, I'd say they're no crofters looking for a Sunday roast.
Shouldn't you be dealing with the poachers yourself?
I should, you're quite right. But when I asked the local folk anything...
Do you think the locals are in on it?
Well, I don't know, maybe. But even if not, they'll never talk to me. They're scared I'll dig some skeleton out of their cupboard. You know, the smaller the village, the bigger the secrets.
I understand. I'll try to find out something about them.
Certainly. Ask around the village. Somebody must have... And it wouldn't hurt to ask in the inn in the glade, the one on the road towards Neuhof. I've heard they serve good venison, and no shortage of it.
That's clear enough. As soon as I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Thanks for your...
Can you help me with training my dog?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here who've been stealing game recently.
I don't know any.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I said I don't know any. If you want to know anything, go see Blacksmith's Betty. She saw them feasting in the wood.
Feasting?
That's all I know. Goodbye. Good health to you.
I've got a few questions about these poachers.
So ask.
I heard you saw something fishy in the forest.
That's right, I did.
Can you describe what you saw?
It was after dark, I remember that. I went up past the castle along by the clearing, and I saw someone had lit a fire, and there were figures singing and dancing, and I could smell roast meat. It was like a feast of some sort. Only I thought maybe it was some witch's Sabbath.
Did you recognize anyone there? Someone from the village, maybe?
No, like I said, it was dark. All I could see was shadowy...
Did you hear any familiar voices?
No. But I heard girls' laughter, goblets clinking.
Where is the clearing?
A short walk north of the castle. There's a track past the woodcutter's camp that takes you there.
What do you make of this poaching that's been going on?
It's clear as day. Hannikin Hare's back. And putting those antlers on Nicholas's house? Well, we all know what that means, don't we? It's the sign of a...
You mean to say his wife's cheating on him?
All I'm saying is she might be feeling the urge. It happens in the best of families.
Who's this Hannikin Hare, anyway?
Hannikin Hare? There was a time he was master huntsman here, and Margaret was set to be his wife. But then he got himself accused of murder and fled.
So what's the story between Hare and Margaret?
It was complicated. He wanted her and she wanted him too, I reckon. At least for a while. But then she hitched up with Nicholas and now she says she never...
So what went on between Hare and the huntsman?
Those two? There was no love lost between them from the moment Hare arrived. And then...
Do you think Hare really killed that man?
Who knows the truth of it now? I did find it all a bit odd. Hare never was much of a hothead. But then again... And Margaret never wanted to speak of it. Wouldn't hear...
That's all I need.
Good luck then.
I'm glad to see.
I'd like to find out about...
What about them?
Well, I wondered if you've got any idea who might...
Tom of the Baths was mouthing off in the tavern. That's all I know. Take care.
God bless you.
And your good self.
Good God. You look terrible. Did someone attack you?
I'm here to find out about the poachers gang, and I need to ask a few questions.
Well, ask away. I don't have all day.
I heard you were yelling in the tavern that you were off to hunt some venison.
Look here. I don't know who you are, but you should watch your mouth.
I will, don't you worry. So what happened then?
What? Nothing. It was just the beer talking. I got pissed and started spouting shit. Didn't mean a word of it.
Maybe not. That remains to be seen. Blacksmith's Betty saw people feasting in the woods, and she says there was a nice smell of venison. What do you know about it?
Nothing. I wasn't there.
And I don't suppose you'll tell me who was?
No, because I wasn't there.
That'll do me. I hear there's been trouble with poachers recently.
I don't have time to talk to strangers. Good luck, then.
I'm here to find...
Well, ask away.
I heard you were yelling in the tavern that you...
Look here. I don't know who...
I will.
What?
That'll do me.
Take care.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Good God, you look terrible.
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here who've been stealing game recently.
Don't ask me. Talk to the blacksmith's Betty. She's the one who claims she...
I see. Thanks.
God be with you.
God be with you.
I'd like to find out about the...
I don't know anything about it. But if I were you, I'd speak to Martha.
Goodbye.
One beer for me.
Good day to you.
How's trade?
Around here? The ones who've got it worst are them at the Neuhof stud farm. Getting things up... Take care now.
Mother of God, you look like you've... God bless.
Good God.
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here who've been...
I don't have time for gossip. If that's what you're after, go and speak to Elena. You'll find her in the fisherman's hut by the pond. Goodbye.
God save you.
I'd like to find...
I don't know anything about that, but...
Goodbye.
You men spill more than you drink.
Megtaláltalak! Most pedig drágán megfizetsz a
Gyere át!
lövöldésért. Ezért megfizetsz!
Place at the wrong time.
Take that! Add it up! What do you call that, funk?
Shit! You gonna cry now? Don't think you can fight me and live.
Stop! I beg you, I yield!
Ow!
What the fuck are you looking for here? I won't put over the likes of you. I'll slaughter you. Yeah! Come on! Go! Count! Ow! Come here, lily liver. Well landed. What's the matter? You get. You fucked up there. Go! Oh.
Jesus Christ.
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here who've been...
Stop by brother the tanner. God bless.
I could do with a bite to eat.
God save.
I'd like to find out...
What about Tom of the...
Can we trade?
If you've got the...
Goodbye.
Can we trade?
If you've got the...
God be with you.
Yeah! Yeah!
Mother of God. You look like you've been assaulted.
I heard there are poachers in the woods round here.
If only if it was just poachers. It's that sorcerer Hare. He's the one who's been running amok.
Tell me something about Hannikin Hare.
Ah, that was all years ago. He turned up here one day. No, he claimed up at the castle to be a nobleman's son, and so he got the office of Master Huntsman, and Margaret was promised him for his wife.
And how did his sword...
Well, he was able to vanish into thin air in the forest right in front of folk. And
That doesn't sound very convincing.
that's because you've not seen his marksmanship. It was natural, the things he could do with that bow of his.
I see. How did it go with Margaret?
I'm not one to gossip, but she was a flighty lass in her younger years. She could never make up her mind which one she wanted, the Hare or Nicholas, so in the end...
What do you mean? What happened with Hare?
Oh, that was quite something. And then some on top of it. Sir Henry of Lipo was visiting here at the castle. Of course, they found him out. But how do you keep a sorcerer under lock and key? You can't...
Oh, well. It's quite a while. Any idea why he murdered the man?
No one knows, and most likely never will. But they say he was...
Was he actually seen killing the guard?
I suppose so. Else they'd hardly...
That's probably true. There is one other... Has anyone actually seen this Hannikin Hare? He seems to exist only as a...
Oh, he exists all right. But he flits around in the forest like a shadow. They won't be kept...
Goings on? What's that supposed to mean?
Cavorting and raising hell. Sorcery! Hare meets up with his sorcerer's apprentices, and they feast in the clearing in the woods. Or...
Very well. Who does Hare...
Master Huntsman Nicholas, of course. When the Hare disappeared, Nicholas took...
So Nicholas came out of it well. Thanks.
May the Lord watch over you.
Oh. Good health to you.
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here who...
If you ask me, there's some questions best left unanswered. But go and see Elena if you're determined. That old gossip will tell you all there is to know.
I'd like to ask you about Hannikin Hare.
I'm sorry, but I really don't want...
The thing is, every time I spoke to someone about Hare...
But I don't.
You aren't to blame for anything, is that it? Well, I am willing to believe you, but you do know more than you're telling.
I'm not saying a word, you rat. It's not...
Just calm down. That'll do me.
May the Lord watch over you.
Good health to you. Good luck, then.
I heard you've got a poaching problem in the woods around here.
In the woods and out of them. Not long back, the bastards hung a deer's head on the huntsman's house.
That's pretty brazen of them.
Certainly is. Word around the village is that someone wants to shame him till he squirms.
Putting a deer's head on the huntsman's house sounds pretty risky. Why would anyone do that?
Maybe they want to show that Huntsman Nicholas is no match for them. And they're not wrong. He isn't the man he should be.
There. That's a lot better.
So why do people think Tom of the Baths is involved?
Ah, that's just nonsense. He was bragging in the tavern that he'd put on a venison feast for the village girls. Deer for the deers.
Did he?
I doubt it. He's all mouth and no trousers. But if you want to know more, ask my husband, the innkeeper. I wasn't here that evening.
Do you think it was someone local?
I really don't know. All sorts of things get said. Hannikin Hare's back, if you listen to some, and others are going on about Tom of the Baths. They swear blind he's got his fingers in it.
And what about you?
It could be anyone. There's more than one that has it in for Nicholas. And
What's so suspicious about this?
just that he was drunk and blabber.
Tell me something about Hannikin Hare.
He used to be Master Huntsman here a while back. But then Nicholas got him accused of a murder. And
What happened between Hare and Nicholas?
those two didn't get on from the start. And then that business with Margaret. But it all came to a head about 15 years back when Sir Henry of...
Sir Hanish's father. And what happened to Hare?
That's just it. No one rightly knows. They put him in the dungeon, but when Sir Henry's men came for him the next morning, he was gone. No one knows what became of him.
So how did Nicholas put the blame on Hare?
Nicholas always had a viper's tongue, and events made it easy for him. That evening there'd been a right falling out between Hare and the guardsmen. Blows were struck. Well, Sir Divish didn't want any ill will with Sir Henry, so he tried.
What was going on with Margaret?
Her father promised her to Hannikin, because they seemed a good match. But Nicholas couldn't stomach that, so he did what he did.
I want to ask... Tell me something about...
He used to be Master Huntsman here a while back.
I want to ask about... That'll be all.
God bless. This just a
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
How are the Talmberg folk getting on? Is it peaceful here?
Ah, things here are not too bad at all.
What do you think about...
What should I be thinking? If they ever catch them, Sir Divish will have them skinned alive.
Folk were talking about Hannikin hair.
Oh, good lord. People do like to prattle on. Don't you go believing a word they say. It's the back of beyond here, and they'll tell any tale.
Do you think Nicholas isn't doing enough?
A master huntsman who lets poachers run wild through his woods? He's useless. He couldn't even stop.
Right. Thank you, innkeeper. I've heard Tom of the Baths was mouthing off in here.
And a few days later, they did come and buy a...
Did they have anything else to say?
Not really. I told him to shut up, or someone would hear him and there'd be trouble.
And what did he say to that?
Nothing. He had more booze in him than the castle cellar. He just hiccuped and slid under the table. Piper took him off after that.
Do you suppose he meant it?
Hardly. He's nothing but a brag.
All right. I'd best ask him myself.
Well, feel free to ask, but don't believe I...
And who is this Jake Piper?
Well, he's Tom's best mate. A decent fellow. They call him the Piper because
Where can I find him?
Well, most likely in the quarry. He lends a hand there to make ends meet.
Thank you, innkeeper. How are the town? I'd like to ask you about Hannikin hair.
I'm sorry, but I really don't...
That'll do me. I'd like to find out...
If you ask me... God bless.
God be with you.
I'm here to find out about... That'll do me.
Farewell.
Who's there?
God almighty, is something...
I heard you have poacher trouble.
Certainly do. They're running wild around here. And they kill a lot more than they take. Many...
Why would someone just toss their catch in the woods? It doesn't make sense.
The wagging tongues say they're just doing it to spite the huntsman.
Do you have any idea who the poachers could be?
If I knew, the bastards would be strung up by now.
Don't tell me you've heard nothing at all.
Well, I did hear that Thomas, that fella who works at the bathhouse, was mouthing off recently, saying he'd go and bag himself some game and lay on a right feast.
I see. Has anyone seen those poachers with their own eyes?
No, just the dead game they leave behind. But Black...
Goings on? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, that's what she said, and I ain't one to pry.
Has anyone seen those...
No, just the dead game they leave behind. But Blacksmith Betty saw some goings-on in the woods.
Goings-on? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, that's what she said.
Why would anyone want to take revenge on the huntsman?
He's not the best-liked man in the village. We all know that. And then there are those who say Hannikin Hare is back.
Who's Hannikin Hare?
You're not from around here, are you? The Hare's quite the Talmberg legend. He used to be Master Huntsman here once, but then he ran off.
Why did he run?
It just so happens I know the answer to that. Some big important nobleman came to Talmberg around then, and in the midst of it all, Hare had a falling out with some man-at-arms and knocked him in the moat. The poor bugger broke his neck. They picked the Hare up, but before they could...
Why take revenge on Master Huntsman Nicholas?
Because of Nicholas's wife, Margaret. Hare had his eye on her back then, but she didn't care for him and he was fuming. Well, and after he disappeared...
Where did he run to?
No one really knows. They say he's hiding in secret tunnels beneath the castle, but that's all fairy tales.
I want to ask... Thanks. Have you got any...
Not much, unless you...
How do you mean?
As you can see, I tan hides. I can only buy it, but you now.
Well, I don't think the Master Huntsman would be...
He wouldn't, if he caught you at it. Look here, I'll pay a good price for whatever you bring me, in which case, I would...
Farewell.
What was that?
What's going on there?
Yeah.
God be with you.
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here.
I don't know anything about it. But if I were you, I'd speak... See you later.
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
I need to ask you something about the poachers.
What? Me? Why me, for Christ's sake?
Some folk had themselves a feast in the woods recently, and the people who passed by told me they heard a piper playing. You weren't by any chance there, were you?
I was. I don't deny it. But nothing disreputable went on there.
So who was at the feast?
Just the village girls and us.
Who's us?
Us lads.
Was Tom from the baths there too?
Yes. Yes, he was there.
If you're innocent, lying won't help you.
I don't know what you want from me. Nothing wrong went on in that clearing, and I certainly don't go poaching in the woods.
But you do know something about it, and you're keeping it from me. Covering up for a friend, is that it? Very well. Loyalty is a fine thing, but once they discover who did it, then it'll be too late. You'll be right in over your head, with him.
But I haven't done anything.
Then you have nothing to fear if you tell me what happened.
All right. Yes. There was venison being eaten, but I didn't bring it. Thomas brought that there.
So all that bragging when he was drunk was more than just hot air?
I don't know where the deer came from. After what happened in the tavern, Tom took me to the forest to this hide there. But I was too worried someone would catch me.
You did yourself a favour. Thomas isn't going to get away with this. So about that feast you had the...
What about it?
That'll do for now. I need to ask you something.
What?
Take care now.
Hey, who's there?
I'm here to find out about the...
Well, ask away. I don't have all day.
Jake swore to me that you dragged a stag to the feast. So out with it.
I'm telling you, I wasn't there.
Right, that's it. Either you tell me the whole truth now, or I swear to God I'll knock it out of you.
I don't know if you're stupid or just rude, but I'll say it for the last time. I haven't been anywhere, and I don't know anything about...
Look, I can see you're not a poacher. You look like you couldn't hit a barn door. Are you trying to tell me you're a marksman? Are you an idiot or just too vain to think straight?
I don't see what you're...
Look, I can tell you're not the poacher, but this constant lying isn't helping your case. In the end, if they don't find anyone, they'll come after you. They'll know it's not really you, but so what? There'll be no one better to blame, and someone has to swing for it.
All right. But promise me you won't drag me into anything.
Speak up and who knows? I might put in a word for you.
All right. The truth is I did drag a deer carcass there, but I didn't do the shooting. I was given it.
That's a likely story.
Honestly, not a word of a lie. I caught the poacher just as he was skinning it.
And who might that be?
I don't know.
If you don't tell me who it was, I've no reason to believe that story of yours.
Fine. Fine. He's one of the charcoal men. I've seen him taking the charcoal to the forge. His name is Radan.
There are plenty of charcoal burners around here.
He came from the charcoal piles south of here. If you follow the creek upstream, you can't miss them.
Well, you better pray I find him, because if you've been lying to me, I'll go straight to the castle. Understood?
I'm telling the truth, I swear.
We'll see.
God be with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The answer to my prayer. Just when I wanted to vent
is
my
he after
rage on
now?
someone.
Oh!
What the hell was that? You call that combat?
Stop! Oh, all right. You're free to go. But cross me again and I won't.
Make it quick, though. I don't care much for your scent.
A fellow from Talmberg claims he saw you poaching. What do you have to say about that? Can you hear me? Don't you have anything to say to me about that?
I'm not a poacher.
That's not what I've heard.
But I'm not a poacher, though.
Did your friends tell you the penalty for poaching?
No.
No? Of course not. Because if you knew, you'd never have been foolish enough to get involved.
I'm no poacher.
No, of course not. You're the Pope in disguise.
What?
No, never mind. But just so you know, the local custom is to string poachers up.
I don't want to hang.
No? Then you better make sure they won't hang you.
How?
For a start, by telling me where I can find your merry band of poachers. Because maybe I'm jumping to conclusions, but I don't think you're the leader.
No, I'm not.
So, out with it.
They only take me along from time to time.
All right. But you know where I can find them, don't you?
Aye.
And where is that?
The clearing.
They meet in a clearing.
They camp there.
And where is the clearing?
A short walk from here.
Oh, Lord. A short walk where? Do you know how many clearings there are in these woods?
No. Sorry.
Oh, my God. Where is the clearing they camp in? How do I get there?
Along the trail. From the huntsman's lodge. Go into the wood by the big brook.
Very well.
Take care.
Good afternoon.
I'd like to... That'll do me.
May the Lord watch over you.
My respects to you.
I've been hearing some quite wild stories about...
People do prattle on. It happened a long time ago, and I've heard some...
And what?
Hare was a stuck-up knob. He came here with nothing to show but his bare arse. But he thought he could have any...
Whatever became of him?
Oh, you must have heard. He killed one of the armed men that served Sir Henry of Lipa, and they sentenced him to hang. Except he scapered right out of the castle.
How did he manage that?
Nobody knows, but I'll bet he had help from someone up at...
And what was your wife's role in all this?
He had his eye on her, and she didn't want him. That's all. And it had nothing to do with what happened later.
I heard that he was a
And I've heard there's blooming roses on Rattay Gallows at Christmas. A sorcerer. Bah! Hare was a ruffian.
That's all I need. I found out where those poachers meet.
Well, that's at least one good bit of news.
In fact, not all that far from here.
I see. They chose that place to mock me.
But now we can finally nab them, right?
We can. Go to the castle and tell Captain Robard to send some men with you.
Wait, you're not coming?
I have a lot of work to do.
Of course you do. Can you help me with
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my...
First, you have to have some skills to hone.
I'm interested in more of...
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics?
Well.
Good luck, then.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I'd like to improve my swordsmanship.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more of...
All right, but it'll cost...
Isn't that quite a lot? Agree?
Come now. Just a little more and we have a deal. Agreed. Now, listen up.
I've come about the poachers, sir.
Oh. Oh, so you're the one Nicholas was talking about. All right. I'll send some of my men with you. Are you ready to set off?
Yes, sir.
Hannikin Hare of Zalush, I arrest you in the name of Lord Divish of Talmberg.
The Master Huntsman is not coming?
The Master Huntsman arrests poachers, not murderers. Will you come quietly?
What do you say, man?
The answer to my
look what's
prayer.
come crawling
Just
out
what I
from under
wanted to
some
vent
rock.
my rage.
Bring it on!
You gonna cry now?
Ale dobre dela!
Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter. There's something over there. Imagine that.
Dělají navrátím.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take care. You fucking stinking cumin! I'll fucking show you!
Yeah.
Huh?
Good health to you.
Are there any problems?
Definitely not.
Is there somewhere I...
Certainly. For how long?
Just the...
All right. Money.
That's quite... Is this enough?
That's not enough. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.
Is there somewhere...
I suppose I could find something. For how long?
Just the one...
All right.
That's quite a lot. Can we discuss the... Agree?
Come now. You'll like it here.
Where do I go to...
On the upper floor of the inn. There's steps up to it outside. The second door. Take care now.